It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for the Warriors, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. And with a few moments here, we've seen a lot of coaching turnover. When you played, Shaq, what did you like in a coach, and what set the good ones apart?
Well, my coach had to be a triple OC. He had to be over calm, over cool, over collective. Especially with all the media whirlwind in L.A., Phil Jackson is that guy. He kept things cool and collected in the locker room. He was a triple OC.
Triple OC, almost like a triple OG. But I'll tell you, great coaches have great relationships with their players. And those relationships go far beyond basketball. Most great coaches would talk to you 20% basketball, 80% life.
Triple OC, 80-20. Good stuff. Good stuff. Happy to be here with you two guys. It's very deep. Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Thanks, homie.
So it's the Warriors now. 17-point lead, their biggest. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree it was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous all over the court defensively. And that kind of hustle is going to pay off for you. And it also is going to keep your coach happy.
Freak, and it's shooting guard. Smith out there with Anthony. Then there's Isaiah Cannon. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Warriors have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
All right, gentlemen, 3 shots. 3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. Knicks trail by 20. They set the pick. Anthony drives in. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Iguodala dishes to Azili. And here's Green outside. Off the mark. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Warriors lead by 20. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors leading by 20. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Barnes and Green are the forward set. Iguodala out there with Kent Bazemore. And it's Azili in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Shooting for New York, Harrison Barnes. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Knicks shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Freak. Bangs home the trifecta. Freak's got 10 points here in the second half.
Unbelievable. This guy is completely in a zone.
And he knows it. You can see it. The body language, the confidence. Real swagger out there for him.
Here's Ezeli. Back to Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot is good.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Cannon kicks to Anthony. Smith with a screen on Barnes. Anthony. And a wide open look for Freak. Off target with his 3.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Iguodala kicks to Green. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. Iguodala's got 6 assists here tonight. New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Anthony drives in. Here's Porzingis. The rebound by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Barnes passes to Iguodala. Green up on top. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Move the ball.
Here's Cannon. Screen by Smith. Here's Freak. New York, no good that time either. The Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Iguodala kicks to Barnes. Iguodala left side. The dish now to Green. It's stolen by Anthony. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. New York moving it around. No one near Smith as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Warriors shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. On the wing, Iguodala. They set the pick. Down low. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Knicks trap.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Bazemore dishes to Ezeli. Barnes kicks to Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. That's tipped. Here's Cannon. Here's Anthony. Almost, but it rolls out.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They set the pick. There's Cannon with the 3, and he gets it to go.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Now here's Green. Kicks to Bazemore. Back to Barnes. The 3, and that one's good. Barnes has got 7 now in this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Smith the pass to Freak. Here's Porzingis. Lets it go from 11, and he connects with the jumper.
Knicks down. 85.
Warriors leading by 22. Pass to Green. Barnes dishes to Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Cannon, covered by Barnes.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Here's Cannon. He feeds it to Freak. Clock at 6. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Some fantastic numbers here for Freak. He's got 27 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
You know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Couple that with just how well they've shot it from beyond, and they've made this thing look easy.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Lopez, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's a Flalo in for Cannon. Spates checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Andre Iguodala. Warriors leading by 20. Now Curry. Green kicks to Barnes, and that one's good. Barnes has got 9 points in the quarter.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Freak. It's stolen by Curry. And there's the feed to Barnes. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
2 shots.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
The first one falls. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. New York's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. There's a good screen. Anthony against Spates. There's Freak. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. 32 points for Freak.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
It's Curry with the drive. Count that one.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
The Knicks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Freak passes to Flalo. Freak kicks to Smith. Now the pass to Anthony. 6 to shoot. Here's Freak. And it's Spates with the rebound. Warriors leading by 22. Curry with it. Now Anthony defending. Green with a screen for Curry. To the inside. Bazemore dishes to Spates. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula. As far as I'm concerned, they've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
Golden State on D. Here's a Flalo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Knicks, Aaron Aflalo.
And that one falls for Aaron Aflalo. And Aflalo drops them both. Warriors leading by 22. Curry kicks to Green. Here's Bazemore. Passes it to Barnes. No luck. Good work defensively by Anthony. Aflalo right side. Bazemore grabs the miss. Bazemore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Lopez over to help, and Bazemore kicks to Green to the right side. Curry passes to Barnes. The drive by Green. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. From the arc, The shot no good. And New York the other way now. And here's Freak. Anthony dishes to Smith. Tipped away. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Bazemore misses. New York's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Anthony kicks to Smith. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one. Dishes to Barnes. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That was good.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Now here's Barnes. He dishes it to Curry. And that one's good. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Warriors leading by 18. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He focused on their offense and said to his guys, make the extra pass. Don't try to play hero ball and do it by yourself. That ends up leading to bad shots. Guys, we'll see how Coach's direction pays off as this one winds down. Kevin?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Zinkus, he's checked in for the Knicks.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Bazemore. Curry kicks it to Bazemore. Pass to Iguodala. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Tremendous output from Iguodala. He has 20 points and also 3 nice steals. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on it.
Now here's a follow. Here's Freak. Off target from outside. Curry with it. Spates sets a screen. Shot off the screen, and he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Warriors leading by 18.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort, Kevin. Everybody got involved, and that paid dividends.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And because they play in different conferences, guys, this is the last time these two teams will face each other. It's got to be a good feeling that getting the clean sweep, finishing the season 2-0 against the Knicks.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Barnes. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it. A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Here is Bayless. Now here's Iguodala. 5 on the clock. From 13, and that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now, Freak.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Spates with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbooks.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
At the line for your Knicks, free. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Porzingis. The Warriors making a switch here. He doesn't get the second one. Feeds it to Bayless. And here is Iguodala. And it's Golden State with another.
And you can hear the disappointment in the crowd tonight. But we saw a team that was just ready to do battle in this arena. They clearly wanted this road win.
Crystal clearly. They came in here determined to steal this game, Greg. Their effort level, I thought, was outstanding, and they just took care of business.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
How's that L feeling, Freak?
Yeah, you got us this time, man. We're going to get you next time, though.
Not happening, Freak. Keep dreaming, though. Hit me up when you get a chance. Got some stuff to talk to you about.
All right, we'll do. Hey, I'm serious. We're going to get you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey, y'all. Ernie Johnson here, along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Iguodala.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage.
Wow. A sensational performance from Andre Iguodala. He was fun to watch. So athletic, so smooth. Don't forget about his defense, because he'll lock you down, and at the same time, when he's hitting that three-point shot, that gives this team such a lethal weapon.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
I try and try. It has something insensible. You know what I mean? And so it's time to get away. It's time to get away from you.
Friends and little kids with it, you know, that's something you dream of.
Tune in now.
I can't move my mouth. Hey guys, I'm Rachel and welcome to this All-Star TV here in freezing Toronto.
This week on NBA 2K TV, we break down the 2K.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, they lost Game 1 in this matchup earlier this season. They'll see them 4 times in all, looking to even the series with a win tonight. Last time out for them, Freak set a career high in points. He's shown glimpses of what he's capable of before. Shaq, was his outburst a one-time thing, or can we expect more of that from him?
You know, he's a smart player. You know, the last game he had a matchup he felt he could exploit, and he made the most of it. You know, I saw his coach on the sideline calling plays. He was waving his coach off saying, no, this guy's barbecue chicken. I'm going to take him to the hole. He has a lot of tools, and I think he can do this more often. But consistency is something that he needs to develop.
Hey, listen, after a performance like that, though, Ernie, the focus is now on him. So he has to read defenses a little bit better tonight if he wants to cap that kind of performance again.
And we will wrap it up as we take you to courtside. Thank you for joining us.
Greetings, everyone. Glad to have you here with us on this Wednesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. For the season series between these two teams, the Bucks came away empty-handed in the last matchup against the Knicks.
major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on.
So look at our starters for the Knicks. Freak, he's in at the point. Robin Lopez out there with Porzingis. Then there's a Flalo, and it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Anthony. It's Freak, top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Now Carter Williams. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I had a chance to catch up with Jason Kidd. He's been chewing over the best plan of attack against this defense with all that shot blocking inside. He said the big thing is we can't play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. Kevin, we'll see if they can turn the tables this time around and even the season series. Back to you.
All right, Doris, thanks. Well, guys, they're thinking mainly about how to tackle the defense they're facing.
And that's got to be the focus. It takes a lot of game planning to come up with ways to put points on the board consistently against these guys.
And we know this coach is very comfortable game planning. He'll have a lot of ideas of how to attack this defense today.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the basket by Milwaukee. Anthony out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. 5 to shoot. And here's a Flalo for 3. And the shot is good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Carter Williams. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Great adjustment to avoid the D. That's hard to stop.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improved.
One shot.
And that one misses. And the Knicks with possession here. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And talk about a team that just never seemed to get into a rhythm offensively. It was just an ugly game to watch.
Yeah, that's an understatement. I mean, they didn't appear to have any kind of cohesiveness in terms of game plan. And they never figured out how to attack the defense in that one.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it. He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
Here's Carter Williams after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Carter Williams kicks to Plumlee. Back to Carter Williams. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And just a solid way to start the game. 4 of 5.
And there's the pass to Porzingis. Freak dishes to Carmelo. Pass to Porzingis. Some nice passing by New York here. Offensive rebound. Milwaukee in the lead. Now here's Carter Williams. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Carter Williams. 8 points for him. No good on the quick 3. Middleton against Anthony. Here's Freak. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Freak's got his 2nd basket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's Middleton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Anthony. Swiped it away. Antetokounmpo passes to Carter Williams. Outside Anthony. Here's Porzingis. No good on the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Bucks have shot just one free throw, missing that one early.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. Second free throw, no good. New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The shot by Anthony, nobody around. New York, no good that time either. Here's Carter Williams, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 10 points for Michael Carter Williams. Freak passes to Porzingis. Lopez against Plumlee. Lopez kicks to Freak. The shot is off, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Here's Freak following the three by Milwaukee. Lopez with the bucket.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Now here's Carter Williams. 13 points in the game. Middleton outside. Offline with his 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. A quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better make some noise for your energy.
And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. Aaron Aflalo is second.
Safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
Boy, it does smooth things out for a team to have a 2-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Now here's Mayo. He really had an off game against the Trailblazers. He really never found his rhythm.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play a little tighter.
Anthony against Middleton. Smith dishes to Aflalo. Smith the pass to Freak. New York moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Anthony. And again, it's New York.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Carter Williams with it. He's got 13. Middleton outside. Back to Carter Williams. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's blocked by O'Quinn. Inglis, no good.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Carter Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. One's checked in for the Bucks. Derek Williams, he checked in for New York. Isaiah Cannon comes in for Aaron Aflalo. And both free throws good from Freak. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Passes it to Vaughn. There's the feed to Carter Williams. Outside Mayo. Vaughn, the pass to Carter Williams. Lets it go from the wing. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. And that one's good, Holland.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Here's Cannon, and looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And Hollins with the stop.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Freak throws it down.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here's Vaughn. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Here's Inglis. He's guarded by Williams. And here is Carter Williams. Inglis passes to Vaughn. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Inglis has got his first points in this one.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Smith kicks to O'Quinn. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. O'Quinn's got his second bucket tonight. Milwaukee in the lead. The dish to Hollins. Kicks to Mayo. Carter Williams at the elbow. Feeds it to Mayo. Hollins up top to the middle. Here's Vaughn.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Vaughn at the line for 2.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First one falls for him. The Knicks making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in. It comes in for Damian Inglis, and Antetokounmpo's checked in for Michael Carter-Williams, and Middleton subbed in for Vaughn. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo, then it's Mayo, then it's Miles Plumlee, and it's O'Bryant in at the 4. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Follow against Middleton. Unloads from 13. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4. Knicks trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors had a huge game. He ended up with 34 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because you know now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And what a game for Freak. He's got 11 points, and he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
And you've got to take care of business at the free throw line, not just getting there, but converting. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Last game we saw him score 14. The shot is off. Good D by Lopez.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bucks leading by 3. Middleton dishes to Mayo. Floats one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
You know, guys, that's not quite the same success rate he had at the line last year, although it is somewhat in the neighborhood of last year's numbers.
Now here's Freak, guarded by Mayo. They grab their own miss. Lopez, and that one is stuffed right through.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Second chance shot. Shot by Mayo is no good. Knicks trail by 3. Freak passes to Lopez. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. The kick out to Mayo. Dishes it to Plumlee. 5 to shoot. Middleton against the follow. Shots good by Middleton.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Come on, Bradley Center. You better be making some noise for your energy. There you go, man.
And let's step aside for a minute to look at some of the point guards who have been doing a whole lot more than passing lately. They're the top scorers at that position over the last 10 games. Freak third.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
Here's Anthony following the basket by Chris Middleton. Shot off the pick. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Anthony.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Milwaukee timeout.
Start it.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
And while we've got a chance, let's check out the stats for Antetokounmpo. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Plumlee with the screen. Middleton drives in. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Middleton's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Mayo kicks to Plumlee. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Antetokounmpo, and there are the Bucks with another bucket. Knicks trail by 5. It's stolen by Mayo, and now it's Mayo running. He can go all the way.
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation at all taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
Freak dishes to Carmelo. Pass to Porzingis inside. From 10 feet out, Aflalo, no good.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Mayo with it. Now Anthony defending. Middleton left side. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mayo. From deep three-point range, the Knicks pull it in.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
The Knicks have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Lopez. And the Bucks making a change here. Carter Williams is checked in. And both free throws good for Lopez. Milwaukee leading by 5. Now Carter Williams. He's got 20. Shoots from the line. Great D that time from Freak. Aflalo outside.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Anthony with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Porzingis passes to Freak. Hands it from downtown. Freak's got 6 here in this quarter.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Now here's Carter Williams. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. So far in the game, he's 0 of 2 at the line.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Damian Inglis comes in for Johnny O'Brien, and it's Vaughn in for Chris Middleton. Here's Cannon. The pass to Inglis. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Freak. Anthony kicks to Smith. Screen by Smith. Dishes it to O'Quinn. It's good. This game is all even. O'Quinn's got 12 in the game.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And it goes out of bounds. And last touch by Carter Williams. A different look for New York. Derek Williams comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Barbosa in for Freak. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Bucks lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, through the first 2 quarters at least, turnovers have been a big issue. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble offensively?
Well, it's been a high-pressure game, both in transition and in half-court sets. We'll fix it, though. We just need to play a little more steady and make our passes with a little more care.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now here's a few things I took away from the first half. We were able to throw off their offensive rhythm with good ball pressure and heads up deep. Let's keep picking their pockets and jumping in those passing lanes. But we did get a nice lift off the bench in that half. I might want to stay with some of those hot hands, so everybody be ready. The pace of the game, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One guy who's been getting it done is Michael Carter Williams.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along?
It's been from mid-range or in tight. He is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much
fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And New York looking at who they've got. Freak in at point guard. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's a follow, and it's Lopez in at the 5 roaming the paint. Now here's Anthony following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Freak missing. Bucks leading by 4. Carter Williams, the pass to O'Brien. Antetokounmpo kicks to Plumlee. Puts it up from 7. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Carter Williams with it. He dishes it to Middleton. Back to Carter Williams. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him.
3 straight misses here to start the second half.
That doesn't go. Plumlee. Anthony against Carter Williams. Porzingis